Have you ever felt lonely even if you're surrounded by people? You're in conversations, you're in relationships, you're there, you're showing up, you're smiling, you're engaging, you're doing everything, yet something feels missing. There's this quiet emptiness inside of you, a sense of total disconnect, a feeling that, you're not being truly seen. And the most confusing part of this is that you are actually not alone. You are surrounded by people, you have people, but still you feel so lonely. So, today we are going to talk about why this happens. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today we are diving into this feeling that so many of us experience, but we don't fully understand it: loneliness. Even though we are surrounded by others, even though we have everything going for us, we are successful personally and professionally, we have a huge set of friends, we have a lot of relatives, we have a full-fledged family, we always have people. We always are socializing. We are never physically alone, but mentally, we are. We are feeling lonely. And this happens because loneliness is not about just, the physical aspect of it. It's much deeper than that. It's an emotional disconnect that we have. So today let's explore what's really behind this feeling and how, being aware of this, if we are aware of this, we can actually begin to shift it. So number one, you feel emotionally unseen. Now, you may be surrounded by people, you're around people, but you are not being truly understood. You are present in conversations, but for some reason or the other, you're not expressing what you really feel. And over time, this creates a gap because you're physically there but emotionally hidden. Number two, you are used to playing a particular role. So you've always been the strong one. You've always been the patient one. You've always been the calm one. You've always been the one who's been understanding. But when you're playing a role, understand that you're not being your true self, because none of us can have only these positive traits in us, isn't it? And without authenticity, any connection feels shallow. So you may be surrounded by people. That's okay. But if you're just role playing, you will never be able to connect with anyone on, an authentic level. Number three, you are not sharing your inner world. Now, true connection requires a lot of vulnerability. But if you're not even expressing, if you're not even expressing your thoughts, your fears, your emotions, people will only connect with the surface level version of you. And you also know it that anything on the surface level is never there for a long time. It fizzles out. And surface level connections will only lead to deeper loneliness. Number four, you are surrounded by the wrong energy. So sometimes loneliness is not about how many people you have around you or with you. It is about how many people you are truly aligned with. It's about alignment. You may be surrounded by a whole lot of people who don't resonate with your values or your mindset or your emotional depth. And that mismatch will create a disconnect and will lead to loneliness for you. Lastly, you've lost connection with your own self, and perhaps this is the most important reason for your loneliness. You start feeling lonely if you've just lost connection with your true self, your authentic self, your own needs, your own emotions, your own inner voice. If you've lost connect with all these, you're not connected with yourself, it becomes difficult to feel connected to anybody else. And when you don't, feel connected to anything or anyone else, obviously you start feeling lonely. Correct? So, well, if today's episode resonated with you, I want you to remember that loneliness is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is just a signal that something within you needs attention, needs expression, or needs reconnection. Because true connection begins from within. When you connect with yourself, your relationships automatically start feeling deeper, more aligned, and more fulfilling. So, well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, share it with somebody who needs to hear this today. And don't forget to subscribe to the Flight to Fulfillment podcast on either YouTube or Substack or Apple or Spotify, wherever you're more comfortable, so that you don't miss out on a single dose of inspiration coming your way. And if conversations like these speak to your heart, they ring a bell inside of you, I invite you to connect with me and join our community, the Freedom Divas Hub, where women actually come together to build emotional awareness, authentic creation, and life which is rooted in self-trust and conscious choice. So until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to stay connected to yourself, express your truth, and remember, you are never truly alone when you have you, for you, with you, by your side. See you the next time. Lot of love, Ratika.